I guess Kanye, just to start, sort of, what's it been like getting to know this new group?
They just keep coming in. How you doing, man? Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Too difficult.
Camera's all good in the back. Here we go.
See this one coming, but what's it been like getting to know this new group?
It's been real fun, man. We got a lot of younger guys, but they real, what's the word? They real eager to learn, get better, and just be around the game. I'm saying each day, so it's been fun. It's been a good process so far.
Steve, earlier in the summer, he sort of mentioned that you sort of wanted to establish roots here. Can you sort of tell us what that was like from your perspective coming back to Oklahoma State?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been treating me real well. This is a place I feel like just like kind of like my second home. I'm from Virginia originally, but when I'm here, it kind of feel like when I'm back at home, and just it's a lot of good people here who want to see me, be a good person on and off the floor, and that was kind of my main thing with just my last year at college. So I feel like staying here was the right choice.
As a player, is there extra value in spending 2 years at a place?
Today's time that's pretty rare, but I mean with me, I always been a kind of loyal type guy. So I mean, if I felt like you genuinely cared about me and you wanted my best interest, I was gonna do the same for you. And Steve Lux kind of he's been that type of person to me, so it's been cool so far.
Was there a moment when you sort of knew this was where you wanted to be this year?
I would say just from how last year he kind of just the way he coached me, talked to me, and he kind of pushed me, knew and told me that I had a lot more to take. Just somebody telling you that all the time kind of shows you that they want better for you, they see better. So just knowing that kind of led me to stay here.
You mentioned this is a younger group. Do you sort of feel more of a need to lead, especially with those young guards?
Yeah, definitely at times I got to tell them because coach be getting frustrated when they're not doing the things at the rate he may want. So with me knowing how he kind of like his practices, how he like his stuff ran, I kind of try to help him when I see them frustrating him. So yeah.
Do you feel like you can be kind of a face of the program now with the continuity?
I wouldn't even say face of the program. I ain't really one to try to take spotlight or nothing, but I mean, if that's what y'all want to say, I guess. But I think the whole team as a whole, like this is one of I've been on many teams that I've been this excited about, and just seeing what we got coming in and the guys returning, I'm really excited to get back out there.
And why did you want to come back for another year here at OSU?
Just the style of play, the way they play through the bigs. I was St. Parsa play last year. I know what he did last year, and I think as a big, you want to do the same thing. So that was kind of, and I like Coach Luss too. We got a good relationship, so there was just no reason for me to leave.
Having a full season behind you now, how did it change kind of your approach to the off season, or what have you applied that you might have learned last year?
I think now you just learn from last season. You know what to work on. You know how practice is gonna go. Just kind of have, like you said, like we have the experience now. You know what Coach Lutz wants. So I think it's a different experience too. Like on the floor, still learning, but still like kind of like the freshmen, and just trying to help them figure out how we could have a better day, or it just goes left with Lutz if you don't. So just figuring it out basically.
When you look at Ben, how big was the freshman to sophomore jump for you, and can you see him making a big freshman to sophomore jump?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's been in the gym, working on his body and his game. I know my freshman to sophomore year jump a long time ago. I'm a fifth year, long time to think about. But it was I went from like averaging like 4 points a game to like 17. So I think he definitely could have the same type of impact. He's been working on his craft. Every time I come in the gym, I be coming back at like 10, 9. He's just not leaving. Been here probably since 5, 6. So he's been in the gym putting in work. So I'm excited to see where he's gonna take it this year.
been a lot of excitement about this freshman class. What kind of, who's standing out to you, or what can you kind of tell us from what you've seen with them so far?
Really all of them. It be at times we be in practice competing and a play might happen and I be like, dang, he's a freshman. In my head, it's kind of you competing against your teammate. You don't really want to show that side, but they definitely do things. All of them, they do things that kind of wow me here and there. So they main thing with them just learning, getting them up to speed with like the defense system, all that. But as far as being basketball players and students of the game, they're real. They got a lot of brightness to them.
Hey, Ben, can you talk about the differences in you physically from last year to this year? And then kind of what Kanye was talking about, competition within the team. What's the competition like between you and some of the newer bigs and how that's making everybody better?
We just go at it like every practice, like regardless. After practice, we cool, but like in the moment with the kind of how physical we play with Coach Laws, the speed of the game, like you just gotta go at it. So I think it's all love, but like they already know, like when we practicing and we get on the floor, like all that friendship, it's out the way. And then after practice, we back to being brothers. So, and then just the jump, I think like from last year to this year, like I'm getting my body right, lost weight, getting in better shape too, because I had injury on my foot. So I think I'm just getting in better shape, and that's like the biggest deal for me right now, to be in better shape to play more. So, yeah.
Kanye, speaking from kind of that leadership role a little bit, what are you hoping to gain from this trip to Puerto Rico?
A sense of like a unity, just becoming one. We've been practicing against each other for the last 2 months, so you really haven't played nobody else. So I'm kind of eager to see how we react when we face adversity. Maybe we playing people. Say the game, they go on a 10-0 run. Just seeing how we react to the little things. In practice here, you're doing a lot of the basics, the foundation. You're not really playing. It's not a lot up and down. So you really don't know how like the real life game gonna go. So just kind of interesting to see that. But besides that, it's been cool.
Have you been on one of these international trips before?
Yeah, my sophomore year.
How big is this, not just on the court, but off the court? Some of the beach time, some of the things are, the hotel stuff, and just building bonds.
I think it's really important. You got to know your teammate. It definitely makes you more connected on the floor, especially knowing each other's movements, moods, how we act and bond. So I think it's going to be a real good experience for everybody to just become closer.
Well, I guess more the question about just the off-the-court stuff, just hanging out, just being on the beach, just things like that, just getting to know the teammate off the floor. And I know you do that, when you're not in the gym, but just being on the road away from Stillwater.
I think it's good, just, in a different environment with your teammates. And you kind of going, when I went my sophomore year, I seen sides of my teammates that I never seen because, I was younger, hanging with the older guys. You never see them, they always serious. So, it's good to kind of see the personality off the court when you with your team.
Where were you at then?
Penn State.
Where did you go that trip sophomore year?
I went to the Bahamas, I think.
What do you have like a memory or two that stands out now from that trip?
I got a lot. Hold on. I would say I don't really like getting in ocean water. My teammates kind of got me to jump off a boat to the ocean, so that was cool. That was something I really don't do. So.
What are you looking for in Puerto Rico off the court?
Just having fun and, just spending time with my teammates. I think this is where we get the chance to build, more chemistry. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to that.
You ever been anywhere like this?
Nah, just the U.S. and Nigeria. Yeah.
Kanye, you guys have both mentioned sort of the practice environment and how intense it can get for people who, you guys have been through Steve Lutt's practices before. Were you sort of interested to see how the new guys handled it, and how did they handle it? Have they gotten used to it yet?
Oh, definitely. I was interested because I already know, like, it's going to be one time he get on you, it's just going to make you kind of snap. But they handle it pretty well, man. Better than when I was younger. I know in my younger days I probably would have reacted a different way. But, man, they've been just like sponges. They've been taking everything in. A lot of them ask questions to the things that they're uncertain with, so they've been taking it super well.
Coach will be down in about a minute, so anything else for the guys before we wrap?
Ben, you talked a little bit about Kanye's leadership. He talked about it a little bit, but what's it been like seeing his leadership of this team?
I think he stepped up. I mean, he was always a leader last year, but he was kind of, a little bit quiet. But, like, I think coming into this year, like, he stepped up and he's playing a big role. So, like, when things are not going right or when, say, we not going the hardest or he feel like we could give more, like he's always gonna let you know like it's a lot you could give, like you're not trying your hardest. So, and I think that's gonna help us really big this year, this season.